now for the Shop Report with
Barbershop Jay.
What up, sports fans? Welcome to the Shop Report. I'm Barbershop Jay. I'll be your host for the day. Here's what's happening. Of course, we want to remind you the Shop Report is brought to you by Rocket Digital Media. It's the one-stop shop for all your digital marketing needs. You can look them up on Facebook at RDM Detroit, 1D, 2E's Detroit, or you can slide on over to the website, rocketdigital.net. That's ROCKIT digital.net. And make sure when you're there, while you're there, you tell them the BSJ sent you. And for my folk out there in TV land, if you want to leave your questions or comments during today's program, by all means, please do so. We will throw it up on the screen. And y'all know what's coming next. If you're one of them folks that wants to leave a question or comment that's indignant or ignorant in nature, it won't be seen on the screen. Matter of fact, here's what you'll get.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That being said, joining me on the program today, well, I guess I should say, Brother Rich has been a no-show here for the last couple of weeks. I wish he'd hurry up and wrap the movie up. My gosh, it's taking forever in the day. They already cut Denzel. I mean, what else? You know what? I'm not going to even say what we ain't supposed to say on this program anyway. Until Brother Rich or D Gully, maybe from Lucio Lumbus, and my man TJ, the antagonist, joins us from the locker room. We'll introduce my man right here, Joey James. Is that your name? What's your name right there? Joey James, a.k.a. Double J. I think we say, tell them, oh, there we go. Tell the people what you say.
The latest AP poll is out.
AP poll for what? For who?
College
what?
basketball.
Oh, boy.
And the Boilermakers are on the number one spot again.
Yeah, Edie is big. She's got to be the biggest human being I've ever seen.
Believe it or
but
not,
he's a little slow-footed there. Okay.
Well, he's only played basketball. This is his fourth year.
Oh, he didn't play in high school?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Oh, your screen is freezing there. Oh, well, now it's not. Okay, well. Oh, wow, imagine that. Well, how long you think that'll last? Well, I watched the game. I forget who they were playing. Maybe about 2 weeks ago. They looked pretty good. But no. Was it Tennessee? It was somebody they played, and the game was close. It was like 65-62 or something like that when it was all said and done.
Oh, if it was the other day that it was Nebraska.
Maybe it was Nebraska. Yeah, it was Nebraska. Yeah. It was Nebraska. Nebraska had a chance to do some damage, and they didn't. Purdue's got a big squad, though. My gosh. Is anybody under 6'10"?
Well,
I'm being facetious.
Just the point guard.
What is he? 6'9.5"? My gosh.
They're one of the younger teams still, despite that. We were missing a guy too, believe it or not. Kind of hard to believe. It's interesting because obviously when you look at the team a year ago versus this year's, they're both right around the same time of the year, both in the same position, both ranked one. One you could have said a year ago had the experience. This one, I hate to say it, even with the top five, with the lottery pick, right, last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the better team.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Still a minute till we get to March, but they are playing rather well. And speaking of college hoops, man, I watched the Alabama and Houston game.
Oh my
gosh. I tried to tell my son, he's a Houston fan, obviously, because they were ranked number one at the time. I don't know what they rank now, if they even drop. Do they even do that really anymore in college basketball? Because college basketball is really not like college football, obviously. Well, you can lose a game or two and still be in the top three.
And that's the thing. Alabama's was at the time was 8. Yeah.
Yep.
So it wasn't. Yep. I mean, you're at home, sure. It's just, I don't know. I mean, Houston, I think is a problem. Instead of Houston, we have a problem. I think Houston is a problem, especially in a neutral floor. That the way that they play defense, I just don't know. I think Alabama just they had their number that day.
Alabama got some trees on the front court side, at least. They got some guys. I forget the young man's name, but my goodness, he was all over the place, man. Houston couldn't do nothing with that guy. They looked pretty good, Alabama did. It's the first time I ever watched Alabama, and they didn't look like who's the coach for the Knicks right now? What's his? Come on, you used to coach the Bulls.
Oh, Tom Thibodeau.
Thibodeau, yeah. I mean, I watched Alabama even when Avery Johnson was coaching.
Oh yeah.
Is Avery Johnson still a coach for Alabama?
No, I believe he's on the SEC network.
Oh, okay. All right. Got you. Yeah. Anyway, they didn't look as offensively challenged when they played Houston as I've seen them in past years. But, we'll see how. But I'm actually more into college basketball, more interested to seeing how things go down the stretch this year than I have in years past. It's pretty few. No, it's not even, I won't even say a select few teams out there that look pretty good.
Well, Penny, speaking of Alabama, Penny's guys gave them a little bit of a run for their money too at home the other night.
I know, but what I saw from the Alabama Houston game, I saw a lot of unnecessary threes being taken. Does that make sense? Yeah, I saw a lot of fundamentals, which I hadn't been seeing in college basketball lately. You know what I mean? But with all these, even Purdue again, with all these trees down in the painted area now, you can't. I mean, hoisting threes just to be hoisting them, you're wasting the big man. The big man is starting to make a comeback in college basketball. At least that's what it looks like to me.
I'm holding off a little bit. I think you're right. Because here's the problem that I had was that we had not just Purdue, who's been kind of big man U of late with 7-footers really going back consistently for like the last decade now. They have another one. He's redshirting right now from Holland or something. So he's like 7'2".
I was going to say they grow on trees for Purdue. My gosh.
So yeah, I mean, isn't that nice, right? You convince a 7-footer to just take a seat for a year,
Yeah.
But
can he play though?
Well, and that's the thing, and that's really a testament of Purdue is development of those particular players of that size. Because I mentioned Edey was a 3-star. He was it wasn't that he was unranked or anything. He just wasn't highly ranked, but that was because he was in ice skates. Which you should have been a goalie. Holy smokes.
Hey, and speaking of goalie, right quick, let me turn the page right quick. In the World Cup, did Morocco beat France?
2-0 France. So the final on Sunday morning will be France and Argentina.
Get out of Dodge. Morocco couldn't come through.
They almost put one in at about the 95th minute. So like with one extra minute of stoppage time, which would have been just wild.
They got close in the 40th something minute too. I was watching the bicycle kick. The goalie for France was all over. They made him work.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They made him work. He had to put in some serious work today because they were all over the place.
And so coincidentally enough, obviously there's a third place game, which will be Morocco and Croatia, and they're both very different styles. But I said to myself, like, could that be? I question, would it be more entertaining than the final, or at the very least, because of the star power that the final's going to contain, will it at least equal? And I conclusively said it should equal it because, as you pointed out, it wasn't for a lack of opportunity that Morocco didn't, they just weren't entirely outclassed. They had chances.
Yeah, a multitude of chances they did. All righty. Yeah, okay. Well, let me get some quick hitters in before we actually get to the meat and potatoes of today's program. But I will hit this right quick. Let us start the show. This just in, I should have hit this one actually. Somewhat of breaking news. I got 3 little tidbits here I want to get out if I can get it out. According to a new study published in the American Journal of Medicine, people who skipped their COVID vaccine, can we say that now? Are we at the point? Can we say that? Okay. Well, anyway, if we can, I just did. Sorry. People who skip their COVID vaccine, and I just did it again, right, are at a higher risk of traffic accidents. And
What? Come
yeah,
on. You know,
uh,
oh,
hold it. Listen. I
go
said the
ahead. Go
same.
ahead. Finish your
Yeah, I
point.
mean, yeah. Hey, I said the same thing when I saw it. I was like, what? Oh, I got to throw this in right quick. According to a new study published in the American Journal of Medicine, people who skipped their COVID vaccine are at a higher risk of traffic accidents. And these findings could justify changes to driver insurance policies. You can go read the full story at fortune.com, fortune.com. What were you going to say? That's what you know
hang
what
on
this
a
sounds like.
second.
Yeah. That's right. Your insurance premiums are getting ready to go through the roof, baby.
Oh,
Liberty Mutual.
hang on a second. In
Liberty
this state,
Biberty.
you got it pretty good there. We're just
Well,
south.
I don't know.
What are you? Well, you're north of 80. So
I don't know about that. Yeah, no, not south of 80. Absolutely not. And so, somebody stole my license plate off the front of my car. Actually unscrewed it. Anywho, yeah. But yeah,
not even just the sticker, they took the whole thing.
They took the whole plate. Imagine that.
Yeah.
I don't know why you ain't gonna get nothing because I ain't got nothing. I'm just here to tell you.
Well, right, but it's what they do with it on there that when it's on the CCTV.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
Like, hey, that thing's registered to a Buick, a 68 Buick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I might have to contact somebody. I'm glad you said that because now you got me thinking. But yeah, according to these findings, it could justify changes to driver insurance policies. Are you kidding me?
I'm asking you, are you kidding me?
Because no, I'm dead serious. You can go to fortune.com, and read the full story there. That's what I'm telling you. I saw the headline and I said, whoa. And I opened up the article and I was like, you got to be kidding me. Yes, absolutely. The American Journal of Medicine they are saying that people who skip their COVID vaccines are at a higher risk of traffic accidents. And if you read the full story,
but hang on a second. Well, this is a problem I have with this right away. That's a HIPAA violation. Okay, when are we going to start? Like, enough of the double standards.
Hey, who you telling? I mean, I'm with you.
How do you even know that? Why do you know that? Pertains to, no. I'm saying it, not you. I'm saying them.
Yeah.
How and why do you know? And then once you explain to that, how do I contact the right attorney to say that they shouldn't know that? And what am I entitled to in terms of compensation? It's time to start holding people's feet to the fire here.
Absolutely.
And instead being, this constant shakedown of embezzlement. And I've had I've had enough of it. We're not alone in this, but just look.
If you're not going to hold their feet to the fire, at least put matches in between their toes. You get what I'm trying to tell you? Yeah, put the matches in between her toes. Light them, baby. Yeah, but that's not all. And some more heartbreaking news, unfortunately. Wife of journalist Grant Wall, or Grant Wall's wife, says that he died from a ruptured aortic aneurysm.
Now, speaking of, I'm still not going to say the word, but a certain jab, there's starting to be a lot of, and he was a very big advocate of that. He's, Grant Wall, I will say this, for those LeBron fans, TJ, Grant Wall is responsible for why he was called the chosen one. He is the one.
Yes, he wrote the article. Yes, yep,
that's right.
For that Sports Illustrated. Yep.
So just to tie it more so back to beyond this football, so to speak. But he was also very much an advocate for that particular shot or shots. And this is speaking of things that are starting to go a certain direction. Well, not so much just, blood clots. And so, it's going right now is I'm calling it a tender time, because Twitter is currently back in this with Elon now running the show.
Yeah, man. Elon
he's starting
been
to bring
spitting.
some people back
Whoa.
that used to have, we'll just say it, alternate opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, I can tiptoe on this pretty good.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
And this keeps us.
But he
from
had an
getting a
alternate
little-
opinion himself, didn't he?
Well, he did on more than one thing. So,
Yeah.
nevertheless, it'll. I think give it time, right? This is because now again, the doors are just being reopened. We haven't, and there was plenty of information there on the surface level that he's led into, and now with some folks returning or allowed to return, we should say, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I just thought that was rather interesting.
So
when you hear the word or term ruptured, I ruptured my patella tendons, both of them, and it wasn't fun at all. So you talking about a ruptured aortic aneurysm? I mean, my gosh, all three of them are just bad. But may he rest. And then lastly, this from Nutrition Insight. This is the one that really got me. Highly nutritious meat substitutes cannot be absorbed by the human body. I mean, I'm surprised the seedless grapes can. I'm trying to tell you the truth. Yeah. So, all of them, it's not meat, and whatever Burger King was selling, free plug. The Freedom Burger or whatever they would call it, the not so nice meat burger. I don't know, whatever they call it, the not meat burger.
Well, but here's the thing, though. It's plant-based proteins.
Oh, please. They calling it that. It's plastic-based.
No.
Listen. Okay, I'm telling you right now, if it's truly, and I don't know that to be for certain, okay, but I'm putting 2 and 3 together, and I know I'm coming up with 27. Okay, I'm doing some Common Core math here on this at this edition of the P-Rogram. Anything that you say is plant-based, okay? Hypothetically, you could say things that are grown or come from the ground, comes out of the ground, right? Carrots, beets, things of those things. Yeah, lettuce.
No.
Let us not. Okay, plant-based, and they say it's plant-based, but your body can't digest it. That's not plant-based. No.
Well, that's different, and that's why I'm intrigued by this because
exactly.
What part of the? I'm trying to remember what bean it is that is the primary, like the core of that those Beyond Burgers and such.
Beyond Burgers, yeah, that's what they call it. Yeah, well, it's the reason why they call it Beyond Burger. Okay, because it can't be, the body can't process.
Well, here's the thing. Again, we're in an era now where, truthfully, if it has a jingle, it's meant to kill you.
Of course. What do you mean? It's always been the case.
Well, really, we know who to thank for that.
Absolutely. But listen what I'm trying to say to you. Listen, they say highly nutritious. Highly nutritious. Does that even
doesn't go together?
Thank you. You took the words. You did. I was getting ready to say, does that even make sense? And this is from Nutrition Insight. You can
read more. Hang on. No, I want to hear more.
This all I got. That's all. It was more than enough, if you ask me. From Nutrition Insight, you can go to Nutrition Insight and look it up. It says highly nutritious meat substitutes cannot be absorbed by the human body.
But this is where I'm still struggling with this because everybody has an agenda, right?
Oh, boy.
And so we could see the pro meat market, right? Again, this goes so deep into everything from religious beliefs to just animal rights, etc.
Yeah.
Well, and to make matters worse here, I don't know if you heard about this or not. It's been proven now that plants actually release something when they are cut.
Yeah. Okay. I've heard that.
Well, again, the depending on where you sit on the aisle there, what it emphasizes to some extent is that there is consciousness, or it can be interpreted as all you have to see. I think it was a Mark Wahlberg movie. I don't know if you remember that. Not The Fog. The one where basically people just started offing themselves in broad daylight, and
I'm not
everybody was
familiar.
running from it.
A
And
Wahlberg movie?
I'm almost positive it was Mark Wahlberg. And at the end of it, what it turned out to be is that the plants themselves had united and released a toxin that had the effect on humans. So basically implying that they had enough of our treatment to them, and they took back control of society.
Okay.
At least
I saw Little Shop of Horrors and all that. I think it was Little Shop of Horrors and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Rick Moranis. There you
Rick
go.
Moranis. Yeah, exactly. I saw that. Yeah, with a big Venus flytrap. I'm not surprised by that. But once again, how can something that's supposedly highly nutritious not be able to be absorbed by the human body? That is Bass Accord 9, as in Bass Aconine. Okay.
Comment here.
Bass Accord Asinine. Excuse me. Yeah, we got a comment rolling in here. Let's see who we got there commenting. Okay. Oh, my man. Shout out to my man Doc.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a great movie, Doc. Yeah, yep. Yeah, and he named it. Doc said Little Shop of Horrors is one of my favorites. Yeah, mine too, man. That's an all-time classic, to tell you the truth. As well as Christine. Yeah. Stephen, who was that? Spielberg? Was that Spielberg that did that? Or was it Stephen King? Stephen King. Yeah, Stephen King. Yeah. But I wish somebody would let me. I mean, if you're out there watching, you're out there listening, please weigh in on this. Again, from Nutrition Insight, they say highly nutritious meat substitutes cannot be absorbed by the human body.
All right, so we got guys out there like Liver King who claim they eat, he's out there, moving the wildlife, or fighting with coyotes for the.
Oh yeah, right. I doubt it, but yeah, okay, I got you. There's a word they use for people like that. It's called embellishment. Okay.
Well, he's including his natural cuts.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So you got him out there, pro meat, right? And then you have, of course, you had forever, really the opposite group, and then we also have this issue of sustainability and in a ever-growing population, global population, in which it is proven that most of the world is starving, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
So looking at these alternatives,
what they're putting in the food. Well, everything is GMO.
Well, have you seen the pictures of what corn used to look like?
Yeah. Look, it used to look roughshod. We ate real corn growing up as a kid. Real corn, we did. Corn nowadays.
So describe that to someone that may not know.
Well, it's hard to describe. It used to look roughshod. It used to look rough. Corn nowadays looks pretty. Corn nowadays looks like the plastic corn that when you had kids and had Fisher Price sets and you were playing grocery store with your daughter when she was 3, and you bought her the Fisher Price thing from Toys R Us or whatever it is. Yeah, and it had the plastic vegetables. Yeah, the apple. That's what corn nowadays look like. But that's why I said, listen, you go to any grocery store, seedless grapes, seedless watermelon.
Well, those are all GMOs. They've been genetically modified.
That's what I'm trying to say. So this whole deal of don't try to sell me on plant-based nothing being talking about highly nutritious. How can meat substitutes be highly nutritious but can't be absorbed by the human body? That makes no sense. Absolutely none.
Well, and I struggle with this, and this is why I wonder what side of the aisle are they on? Are they part of just this pro-meat coalition, if you will? Because look, we've had people, pointing out, obviously
they're on the same side of the aisle as the Pepto-Bismol. So that's what you're gonna need when you eat some of that.
It's disturbing that I've even seen people faking lettuce. I don't know if you've seen this yet.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's and the rice too. It's plastic. Hey man, I'm not eating none of that. But you know what's crazy? Here's what's crazy. The things that they at your grocery store that they call organic, that was a standard when I was a kid. Well, it was a standard. Look, all grocery stores sold real vegetables.
We sold out. It's at least for us, because anybody who's traveled, has gone overseas, even just to the UK, your stomach's going to be tore up that first day because you're not used to eating stuff that's that good.
Okay, Mrs. Alva's weighing in. Shout out to Mrs. Alva weighing in. She said, I love plant-based food, though I've 100% felt better eating plant-based meat versus most red meats. I'm going to tell you why, though. First of all, wherever you're buying, hold up. Oh, my bad. Sorry about that, y'all. Wherever you're buying your plant-based meats at Mrs. Alva, or wherever you're buying your plant-based, I'm pretty sure it's like at maybe a Whole Foods or something like that. If you want to add that, okay, but your regular grocery store stuff, I mean, maybe where you all are at, but me personally, I'm not buying it. But again, I'm calling it plastic-based. But the reason why your meats are not what they used to be, it's the hormones. You can look up documentaries they have.
Oh, that's valid. Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, you look up they got documentaries on slaughterhouses nowadays, and the procedures in which they use, or the methods in which they use to slaughter cattle or whatever it is, for like your beef and things of that nature. They are horrific.
Well, Jay, and that's personally, to her point, that's one of the reasons why we even attempted to go the other direction. Not only was it digestive issues,
my spaghetti tastes 100% better with plant-based meat. Well, I asked him once, and he said he has a couple sips of Lucia first. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you. Don't look at me.
We bring up the kind of that consciousness thing. And naturally, if that's it, that age-old saying of you are what you eat. And if you're eating something that the last thought on its mind was sheer panic and horror, you don't believe that that's going to have some kind of natural ripple effect onto the next that consumes it?
Yes, I'm in total agreement with that, because there's a documentary video evidence, let me say it that way, where they use these like stun gun rods, and they shock the cattle when they come through, they come down this line or whatever the case may be, and they shock the cattle. And most animals nowadays at most of your slaughterhouses where they slaughter meat or whatever the case may be, they have grown these animals. Can I say that right there? But they've injected them with hormones early on, so they grow faster, quicker, or whatever the case may be. So when they shock them with this electric rod, it actually does that. It sends them into a shock. So the blood coagulates in certain areas of the cattle, of the cow, or whatever that's going to be slaughtered. And once they slice it up, or however they cut it, or send it to meat, or grocery stores, or however they do it, you might just happen to go get the steak that had that portion that was the blood coagulated, and you're getting all that hormone in there, or steroids, or whatever it is that they inject and they're shooting these animals up with when they little, you know what I'm saying? So in other words, you get a calf, they inject it with all of that stuff, and then 2 weeks later, it's a full-grown cow.
Well, that's the thing too. Even
so yeah, you're eating that portion of wherever you just happen to be the lucky person to get that portion of meat, so to speak.
Well, and this is why I've always, it's always kind of bewildered me why people are against. There are people that are against halal, and I've never quite understood it, because to your point, just based off of that pure example, that same, if all things were equal, obviously one, it's gone. The blood is gone.
Right. So, okay. So I didn't know I was going to go there, but a lot of people don't understand the halal process. The halal process, number one, and off all my fact checkers out there, you can look it up. There has never, ever been a recall on halal meat, ever.
There's only been, unfortunately, those who sacrificed their integrity by misrepresenting.
Right. Okay. In that regard, yes. But if you do it the right way, no. And here's what happens. There are certain farms, and this is in the part of the Jewish community as well, the kosher and things of that nature. There are certain farms that are, I can't find a word right now, that the Islamic community is connected to, and these animals are grown the right way from day one. And when Islamically, when we have our Eid prayers and feasts and things of that nature, there are already animals that have already been I don't know what, selected or what. It's particular, okay, to how we do it, okay. So once the animal matures naturally, okay, let's say for instance when we go to slaughter a goat or a lamb or whatever the case may be, there is a certain prayer that is said that allows for the sustenance of said animal, whatever one you're getting ready to slaughter, and you put I went with my Abu one time, which is father, to slaughter a couple of goats and lambs or whatever for our Eid feast or whatever. You say the prayer, you cover the animal's eyes with the ears. You put your hand on his head, you cover his eyes, and you say the prayer. They stop kicking. And the slaughter, and when you do the throat or whatever the case may be, it's quick, fast, and a hurry. And then we take it, like, you know how they had like smokehouses back in the day when people would cure their meat and whatever. You take the animal after you slaughter them, you hang him upside down. And then I'm not going to go into too much detail. I don't want to be too gruesome for folks who can't stomach the sight of blood and things of that nature, and just getting a visual here. But after the animal is skinned or whatever the case may be, there's a period of time where you let all of the blood drain out. You understand what I'm saying? You can't do that. If you go to the common slaughterhouse, when they slaughter animals, the animals are standing up. You get what I'm trying to tell you? So all of that, whatever drains is whatever gushes out, so to speak, but they don't drain all of it from the whole animal. So again, you have pools or coagulations in certain areas of the animal's body that portion of blood was not drained out. If any of that made any sense.
And to take it a different direction.
Oh, and one more thing.
Yep.
One more thing. You can take you can go to a halal store and grab a packet of, like, let's say wingdings or something, for instance, or chicken wings. Go buy a pack of chicken wings from a halal store and take it into your major grocery store and compare the wings, halal wings packaged, to the ones in the grocery store. The ones in the grocery store look like,
come on,
look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I know.
I'm just saying.
Like,
yeah, we don't use hormones and gross stuff and none of that.
But this is why I explained and mentioned the fact that if it has a jingle, that it's very sinister. And
yeah, because the meat looks too doggone perfect. My sons and I, we were just talking the other day about McDonald's. Somebody did a McDonald's experience.
Hang on a second. The McDonald's thing, the McDonald's phenomenon. Remember, they went and hired a 5-star chef, and they used physics, and they really tinkered with the 5 senses to make it look good, smell good, and that way, it didn't matter what it was.
Yeah, well, I know they got a McDonald's burger that's been sitting somewhere on somebody's shelf for about 42 years, and it looks the same today as it did back then.
That's right. They're from the science experiment.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what you're eating. Okay.
And thankfully, again, I've been both educated and enlightened, be willing to listen, and
to
a lot
learn.
of people don't. Yeah.
Oh, here's another thing. If you get a package, let's say you get a package of ground beef from the halal store, you throw it in the freezer, and you decide you want to take it out to make spaghetti or whatever the case may be. once you take it out, you have to cook it within a certain amount of time. Otherwise, it starts going bad.
It's not pumped with preservatives.
It's not pumped with preservatives. That's the point. That's the point. You know what I mean? You're not getting all of that byproduct. Again, I'm not eating. I used to love grapes. Anything with seeds in it, man. Apples and things of that nature, man. You know, well, I mean, some apples still got seeds, I guess. But again, the grapes, man, oranges. There we go. Oranges. I used to love oranges. There's no seeds.
There's a reason. Well, and you know, to take it a step further, there's a reason why they've even made it almost impossible for you to grow your own food.
Well, of course. Yeah. I mean, yeah, well.
So, you know, if you want to go across the pond, if you will, on the far east side, and you have the Japanese Wagyu that is or Kobe beef, obviously that goes through an enormous process. The animal's treatment is completely different. It's living in smooth jazz, Boney Jones, and getting massages, and you know, and all of a sudden, and you're paying. Now, don't get me wrong, you can taste that animal was
grass fed.
Oh my goodness! Well taken care of.
Grass, absolutely. But that's why if you go to a real burger spot, that's why a real burger costs $3,500. Okay, man. Listen, I'm not going nowhere where they say you can get two for $5. Absolutely not.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because I guarantee
2 tumors.
Yeah, as soon as you pull through the drive-through and get that 2 for $5, that's why if you ever notice, next to most fast food spots like that, there's always a pharmacy, like a CVS or Walgreens.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to tell you, you gotta stop in there and stop right and turn the corner and go right in there. You're gonna need whatever they got back there on the counters. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I just don't believe.
Well, that's unfortunately, that's what it comes down to. It's the reliance on the pharmaceuticals.
Of course, you're gonna need some type of Malox or something. Man, listen here. You all don't want me to tell you the story when I was a kid. I forget what they called. Oh, what are they called, man? Some sort of laxative or whatever the case may be. Used to look like a chocolate bar.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Yeah, and I ate the whole thing. Imagine that. Anyway, that's another story for another day. All right, I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah. My grandmother was like, who ate the whole? I said, me. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, I was in the bathroom for about 17 weeks after that, buddy. I'm here trying to tell you. Yeah, who we got here? Oh,
just on time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got speaking for the king.
Hey, get my name right in. Give me my intro. I don't want to hear nothing.
What's that?
Oh, for the today BA.
Yeah, you coming out? You gang busting? You deboing?
You see the hair, don't you? I'm ready.
It looked like you just woke up. There's a little intro. Oh yeah, there's this little intro. Yeah, okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, you want to see it again? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Anyway, TJ is joining us from the locker room. Yeah, we're gonna get right into our real talk now. Yeah, you missed the better portion of it, TJ. Actually, right quick, do you eat plant-based food?
Yeah.
You do?
Sometimes.
No wonder you see Razy. Yeah, that's all I need to hear. Oh wow, Brother Rich, Paige and Brother Rich. Paige and Brother Rich. Anyway, let's move
now.
on.
I will say this though.
He's so scared to get on here with me, man.
Anybody who's listening, please do not eat tilapia. That is the first stage of facility's cleaning process.
Yeah, that's a lot of boo-boo you eating.
Yeah, a lot of water treatment facilities are filled. You know, that's how they make additional money, is selling the farm-raised tilapia.
Oh yeah, same thing for pork. Anyway.
Oh no,
I only got this one segment, gentlemen. So make it a good one.
All right.
Oh man, save it. Anyway, let's keep it moving. All right, our first item up, actually, to officially start the show, is real talk. Name me your favorite female lead actress. Either one of y'all can go.
Sandra Bullock, Angela Bassett.
Stop stealing my lines.
Regina King, Zoe Zelanda.
I didn't say name. I didn't say plural. But go ahead.
Oh, my favorite, just my favorite.
I said favorite, not favorites.
Oh, I thought it was like a top 5.
Okay, no, it wasn't the top 5. Slow down there. Whoa, Kimosabi, gather yourself. Look at his eyes got a little big. Man, oh
Y'all
man,
might be. I don't know, man. I want to do like a white one and a black one.
Okay.
Go for it.
You did. You
I-
said Sandra Bullock.
That's my favorite. You feel me? Speed.
Okay, I got you.
Speed 2. Bird. What's the bird movie she just did? The little blind, whatever.
Queen
But yeah.
Latifah.
No.
Oh, I'm just saying. Okay, Double J,
And
your
I like
turn.
Angela, and I like Angela Bassett too, man.
Yeah, that's one of mine too.
Mm.
And Faye Dunaway.
I don't even know. That must be some 1970s stuff.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You ever seen Monster in Law? You probably think Jennifer Lopez is a great lead actress, huh?
You ain't hear me say nothing about Jennifer Lopez.
I
wouldn't mind Jennifer Lopez on the big screen though. You feel me?
Got you. Yeah. Wait till I tell the missus. Go ahead, Double J.
I'm gonna go Meryl Streep.
Ah, not bad. Not bad. Okay.
Not a ton, I mean, a ton of nominations, but just a couple awards, I think. But body of work is definitely up there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I got to say there was some good ones, but yeah, Angela Bassett and Faye Dunaway was mine. Angela Bassett, man, she played the heck out of some roles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she has, absolutely.
Especially in the Wakanda. I wasn't expecting. Did you see Wakanda Forever yet, TJ?
Yeah, I seen it. I seen it first.
When it first came out.
Yeah, it was all right. Like I said, for missing Chadwick Boseman, but you could feel
they did.
We could feel his presence gone out of the movie, but they did what they can do.
Yeah, I mean, I think they did pretty good, seeing how he wasn't in it. He wasn't there.
I give him a 9 out of 10 on just because he was the lead actor in the movie. The lead role.
And that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I'll do the same. Give him a 9 out of 10 because I wasn't expecting them to do what they did with Namor. That's if you ever read the comic books. Well, I did as a kid. I had them. I'm telling you, that was hard.
That was the guy with the bird wings.
Yeah, that was tough to pull off. I didn't know how they was gonna pull that off.
Yeah, that must be 1950 comic book. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Yeah, we're gonna keep things rolling on and get to the other item on the menu for the day. Thanks, fellas. I appreciate that. Hoop Central. All right. First up, the NBA renames the MVP award after Michael Jordan.
Boo!
Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that, TJ? Really?
I feel like it was better candidates.
Better candidates like who? Name one.
I actually may not disagree here.
Kareem.
Of course, I'm not.
Bingo.
Kareem. He got the most MVP.
Ding, 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 ding.
Seriously? Yeah, Kareem could have been a candidate for it. All right, got you.
What do you mean could have? Should have?
Could have been. He should have been.
When is he going to get his due? See, this is where I feel like there's still something more sinister at play. Like he's being punished.
Be right, Double J.
Because now I'm going to say this: he outwon 6-4, but it's really 7-4. Because remember, they gave the one to Magic instead because Kareem was at home.
Yeah, I mean, how could you had
That's
to give
7.
That you had to give that to Magic, man, after what he did.
He was. What about the other games?
Magic played center.
That's like giving it
as a rookie.
No,
but
I think that's a travesty.
This award for like league MVP, ain't it?
That I'm not sure. Well, they said MVP award.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I thought they was gonna get a Finals MVP award to Kobe. I don't think they named it yet. Did they name it?
What? So wait, did they get a league MVP award to rename it Michael Jordan, but the Finals MVP for Kobe?
Yeah, I thought they was gonna give some award to Kobe to because he died, but I thought it was the Finals MVP.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I would have thought, if anything, it would be the other way around if they was going to do that.
Because Kobe only got one MVP, bro.
Oh, okay, I get it. All right. Yeah, well, they should
I feel like y'all get all the Jordanites got so happy because it's Jordan on it. But he wasn't he
It
don't
ain't that
have
big a deal to me though. I just thought it would be a bigger deal for some folks out there who really into that kind of thing.
No, it's a big deal for you because you in love with LeBron haters. You in love with the hate for LeBron.
No. You don't understand something. And I wish Brother Rich was here to
I
clean
overstand. That's
clean
the
your
problem.
act up.
I overstand.
Stop using his lines.
I overstand.
Stop using Brother Rich's lines. Stop it.
What's his line? What is his line?
Overstand. I overstand. That is his line.
He's not the first.
Stop
man
lying.
I heard say that.
Okay, you ain't got to be the first person I heard say it. He the first person I heard say it.
Oh,
and
well,
you the second.
Oh, just on time.
Yeah, right on
That's
time.
his line for you, but I know I could use that at any time.
My man, shout out to D Gully from the CO Bus.
Gully, what's up? I never thought I'd see the day somebody head nappier than mine on the program, but we good.
Well, I'm glad you, and your chin is nappy chin. Right quick.
Get all that, first of all, get all that pepper out your chin real quick. It's some.
Don't worry about that. Hey, stay thirsty, my friends. Anywho, don't start nothing with me. You don't understand. Yeah, okay.
I told you I overstand.
Yeah, okay, yeah, right. Okay, well, stand over there. How about that?
I am standing next to you, man. Stan, what's up, man?
Double J, you know what it was? All I remember what it was now. X-Lax.
He ate a full candy bar of X-Lax.
I ate a whole, as a kid. Gully, we was over Mom and Gramps' house. Can you hear us? Oh, I don't know what's wrong with this man's camera or wherever he at. All right. Hopefully you can hear us. I ate a whole, he'll be back. He'll be back.
He freezing out.
Yeah. A whole thing of X-Lax, man. It was not purty. And when I say it was not purty, I ain't talking about the Niners quarterback either. It was not purty at all. But yeah, anywho.
How hungry you had to be to eat that, man? Or was you just a bad kid?
I was lightweight, a bad kid, lightweight. I was lightweight, bad kid. I can admit to that. What made you say that, man? I'm a nice guy, buddy. What are you talking about? Or was I lightweight, a bad kid? Gully, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, Gully, he was talking about your hair nappy. I said, you better not say that while that man scream froze.
Man, man. Now you already know that's a lie. You know that's a lie, okay? So we're not even about to go there. Don't even go there.
Don't worry, I defended your honor. I told him he got salt and pepper in his chin.
Okay,
appreciate it. Every now and again, you know, sometimes Magneto and Professor X see things the same way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Gully. Believe me, when you rewatch the show, you're gonna know. Okay, you're over there lying, man. Your knuckles is shining on your forehead, man. Do something about that. Anywho,
hey, pull your glasses up so you can hear me.
I just did. Gully, they renamed the NBA renamed the MVP award after Michael Jordan. Your thoughts?
Hold on, wait a minute. Restate that, please.
I said the NBA has renamed the MVP trophy after Michael Jordan. What are your thoughts? Where'd he go?
Oh. It's interesting. Well, yeah, I get it. Hey, what's up, man? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm on site. I'm on location here. Hold on one moment. Yeah. So, I think it's cool. I think it's time. I think in every era, every so often, to rename it, to give you some context, if you will, on the previous era. You know. To rename it the Michael Jordan Trophy. I can tell you this, in about 20 years, it will probably be called the LeBron James Trophy. So don't worry, TJ, it's on its way. This is a sign to tell you that it's coming. I'm
not mad. I told you.
Yeah, but it's a way for the league to connect its current era with the era that with the nostalgia of the previous era, so that everybody's watching the game and then you can make that connection between the two.
Yeah, TJ initially said it should have been Kareem.
Why should it have been Kareem?
He got more MVP. He got the most MVPs, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he can't have more than Michael Jordan.
You sound crazy.
No, he only won 6 titles. He never won an MVP. It's like it's only been one player ever that won an MVP won a Finals MVP without being on the winning team.
But
Kareem's got
not,
6.
I think
the
it's
Finals
regular
MVP trophy.
season.
It's
No, I
not the
think it's
Finals MVP. It's the league MVP.
the
Wait a
league
minute, I thought
MVP.
it's the regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Regular
that's a
season.
critical detail
Oh.
there.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because I was pointing
All right,
out,
regular
I thought I thought it was the finals, and I was bringing up that year that they gave it to Magic because Kareem was hurt.
No, but
Yeah.
Magic deserved that year though, man. Yes, he did, man.
Debatable.
No, what Magic did that year in that finals
No,
as a
in
rookie.
that one game.
Well, that would listen, but
That's what edged them, man. That's right what edged them.
that's what I'm trying to tell you. Back
How
then,
does that make you MVP when you needed 4 wins and the other 3 came by way of the other guy?
okay, but listen,
I can't argue with you on that because I don't know the full details of what really happened in the games. It ain't like I seen it live.
This was what, 82 or 80? Right?
no, that was 80. That was 80.
Yeah,
1980.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, it was 1980. But here's the thing: rookies in the NBA, especially during that period of time, were viewed as or looked at as the same as freshmen in college. When Georgetown and Syracuse's and the UConns and all of them in the heyday of college basketball, you kind of had to wait your turn, so to speak. Rookies did not do.
I was just, I know that's to be a fact because somebody I was just arguing with here about that. He said that all the rookies was backups, but Bird and Magic and people of that caliber.
But hang on, TJ. This is something I want to point out to you. During that series, it is not rumored. It was even suggested by way of the HBO show about the Showtime Lakers that Magic Johnson talked to David Stern about him being in control, and because really what it was initially was more so about Larry Bird, because Magic wasn't getting the MVPs like Larry was, and instead what ended up happening is it was clearly this was supposed to go to Kareem, to the point where they said answer your phone. Once they had won, you're the MVP. And then David Stern decided to give it to Magic. This is what I mean about, yes, his performance in that last game earned it, but there was collusion.
Okay, but that's collusion in sports is like, I don't know, peanut butter and jelly. They go together.
I understand. No,
yeah,
I know,
together.
but I'm just pointing out, like, they literally robbed this man of a much deserved MVP. Versus
we could say the same
heroic game.
Okay, we could say the same thing for Kobe, because both of them ones that Nash got should have been his.
Here, look, I'm going to say this.
Both of them.
Game 1, Kareem has 33 points. Game 2, Kareem has 38 points. Game 3, Dr. J has 24. Kareem has 33. All right. Game 4. Magic has 28, and then Daryl Dawkins has 26. Game 5, Dr. J has 36. Kareem has 40. And then, of course, Game 6 is the Magic game.
Okay. And for what Magic did
with 42.
That was 42, 15, and 7 to be exact, Amundo.
Yeah. But wait a minute, why did you go with Kareem's numbers in the games, then switch over to Philadelphia without mentioning what Magic did points wise? I
was only speaking about the game leaders of their respective teams with the results.
Right. But I'm saying
hold on, you can't do that.
Clearly, all things considered, them point totals did not clinch MVP title or MVP award for Kareem. What was Magic doing at the time that Kareem was getting those points?
Oh, I only have the Wikipedia up. I would have to pull up. All right, give me a moment.
Wikipedia, man. On Wikipedia, I was President Obama's cousin for 3 weeks.
Yeah. Wikipedia. My gosh. Yeah, that's a source. What was you gonna say, TJ?
I said he basically said it because all I'm saying, even in the I think even in the losses, they consider everything. So
Right.
if Magic outperformed Kareem in the losses, that even might contribute to him winning also.
I just know that performance that he put on, man, that was unprecedented, especially for a rookie. Even though Magic and Bird had already established themselves at Indiana State and Michigan State, that was one of the best national championships ever played. One of, I said, not the, ever played. So they had already established themselves that when they got into the league, they was going to come in as gangbusters. You just knew Magic was going, whatever Magic and Bird did at the professional level, you really weren't surprised by it because of what you saw them do in college. The
It
Sycamores
was
and the
like
Spartans.
it was like a preview of things to come for sure.
Yeah, exactly. A preview of things to come. But again, once you get to the league, you a rookie. You got to wait your turn type of deal is the mindset in the league. Like in college basketball, you could be a freshman who play better than the starting point guard, but because the starting point guard is a junior and you're a freshman, you got to wait your turn type of deal. So for what Magic did, man, when he put on the performance that he put on, man, I just, to me, that just tipped the scales. But that don't mean that there wasn't no politics involved. I mean, come on now. Because what happened, Stern saw what he's seen what was coming down the pike, man, with Bird and Magic. We're gonna ride that wave. I told y'all about the book. What?
I got him. We can go game by game.
Okay.
All right. So game 1, Magic has 16, 9, and 10. Kareem has 33, 14, and 5.
Okay.
Game 2, Magic has 13, 8, and 11. Kareem has 38, 14, and 3.
Yeah, they hazed them out of that one.
Game 3, Magic has 16, 11, and 5. Kareem would have 33, 14, and 3.
Man, what?
Game 4, Magic has 28, 9, and 9. Kareem has 23, 11, and 4. And then game 5, Magic has 15, 7, and 3. I'm sorry, 15, 10, and 3. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He had 14, 15, and 10 in that game 5. Kareem had 40, 15, and 1. Then, of course, game 6 is the 42, 15, and 7 for Magic because Kareem didn't play.
Yeah, I think Kareem still deserved that.
Yeah, upon further review, it definitely was a case where the politics. But that's what you needed to do, Double J. I needed to hear that.
That's
like I was.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
But I
you did that.
I see y'all.
What you say?
I gotta go, y'all. My phone on 10%. I gotta go.
All right. Yep. I'll let you. Yep.
All right, yo.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you could say, yeah, Kareem should have got it. Well, I mean, but it's the politics, man. Like I said, man, Stern saw what was on. He saw what was going down on the horizon with Bird and Magic. They was getting ready to be the face of the league. Yeah, he was getting ready to be the face of the league, and that was the press. That set everything in motion. He saw what was coming down the pike. He saw it. You know, let's give it to this guy, and then now the rivalry between Bird and Magic then definitely carried over to the league. Again, that book by Jackie McMullen, When the Game Was Ours, excuse me, the story of Magic and Bird. She broke it all the way down. She writes for the Boston Herald, I believe, or I don't know if she still does, but she Globe. Yeah, thank you for that save. She broke it all down in the book, man, about how the league caught on early on that they were going to keep the rivalry between them two, because you know the story somewhat prior to the national championship game being played. You know the story, right?
Let's hear it.
When Magic went into the gym, Bird was already in the gym shooting around.
No.
And Magic, huh?
No, I don't. Obviously, you see over to my
Yeah, Magic went into the gym. And Gully, I hope we can get you back, man, because I'm getting ready to do this this new little wrinkle we got called Paper Champions, where I could take one roster, NBA in this particular case, from a particular year and compare it to another roster in a particular year. Well, same decade, so to speak, but particular years. All right. But no, Magic goes into the gym to get some work in, put some work in prior to the national championship. I don't know, maybe it was like the day before or something or another. And Bird was already in there. So he said, Magic was a smiley, gregarious personality type of guy. He said he went to shake Bird's hand, man, and Bird stonewalled him. Stonewalled him. And he was like, oh, okay, that's how, oh, okay. He said, when we got to the game, he said, we get into the huddle before the tip off. And he said, Magic said, I told all my teammates, we not only gonna get the tip, but whichever one of us get the tip, do not lay it up. Make sure you dunk it. Make sure you dunk it and send them a message early. And then the rest is history. Magic and Bird, baby. In just about every finals in the 80s, except for what? 1 or 2? Gully.
The Lakers or the Celtics. Yeah, the Lakers or the Celtics played in every finals from 1980 to 89. So either one of those two teams were in the finals.
Right.
Yeah. The Lakers and the Celtics own it.
Yeah, the Pistons were 89 and 90 though.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, okay, but the Pistons beat the Lakers. The Pistons beat the Lakers to get that first title in 89.
That's right. Hey, you know what's crazy? Isn't it somewhat ironic when you say that the Pistons beat the Lakers with Ben Wallace too for the title?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How many years later? That's crazy. How many years later was it?
14.
Yeah, 15.
15. You're right. Yep. Cully's right.
Dang, 15 years later. Man, wow, that's crazy. Okay, yeah. All right, so let's get to our paper champions. Gully, you with us for the paper champions? Oh, first of all, are you okay with the MVP award being named after Jordan?
Yeah, I've got. I mean, I had particular issues. We thought about that.
Oh, you breaking up? You breaking up kind of bad there, young fellow. Say that again. Hello. Paging Rocco's Modern Life. Hello. All right, yeah. Hey, you know what? Let me throw this at you, Double J, while he get his audio together.
Mm-hmm.
At the addition, not in addition to, but separate from, do you think that they should redo the NBA logo? From my understanding, Jerry West said that he think they should.
Yeah, and I thought they had the perfect opportunity to do so when Kobe passed. That would have been it would have been fitting, both from a career standpoint and from a true representation of someone who really poured everything he had into the game of basketball, which is the ultimate compliment to the league itself, with its previous pioneers, everyone from Jerry West to its original founding, historically, all the way to modern day.
Okay, so who would you suggest then as the new logo? Kareem maybe in the skyhook?
No, well, this is the problem now because go ahead, Gully. Oh, if we got you back, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, the logo. Listen, they just waiting for LeBron James to retire.
Okay, but what position would you put him in on the logo? Because with Jerry West being the logo, it was the crossover. The ball going to
the flop.
Yeah.
Would you have him being carried off by Juwan Howard?
I mean, really, no. In all seriousness, though, all of those things need to be considered. I mean, obviously, what happened is, especially in this hypersensitive culture that we have, as soon as the logo was to even have any of the faintest similarity to Kobe Bryant, Colorado will show up, and then that's what this gonna be mired, and then we're gonna have to figure that out. Then we're gonna be talking about that again. So that's why, unfortunately, Kobe Bryant won't get the credit he deserves for defining the game in the way he did. They're waiting for LeBron James to retire, or if for whatever reason, suddenly Steph Curry to retire. I think those two are the obvious two candidates for being a logo.
A logo.
Yeah,
well, TJ was just on here a minute ago when he first got on. We started talking about this. He said something about Kobe is going to be on the Finals MVP trophy. Jordan for the regular season, and Kobe for the final. Yeah, for the finals trophy, MVP trophy.
Huh. I really, there's no argument there to rename that trophy to connect the viewing audience to one another, to connect.
Yeah, but to your point though about the Colorado thing, you see what I mean? You don't think that would be there still would be an issue?
Won't be as big an issue when you talk about the logo representing the brand, and that brand is universally
got you.
worldwide.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like who got NBA Finals MVP memorabilia sitting at the house? Like ain't no Finals MVP jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Okay, I got you. All right. What was you wanted to add something, Double J?
I think for one, I mean, even to Gully's point about anything in a post-humanist type of, it's just disappointing that would be the case. But I struggle to say who could be the new logo, because to your point, there's so many. Like they changed the defensive one to Hakeem, and
and rightfully so.
You think about,
or they could have did it for Rodman. No, Dennis Rodman.
I wouldn't have been against it.
What you say to that, Gully? You think Hakeem should have Rodman over Hakeem for the defensive player award? Sorry, folks. I'm doing a bad rendition of the Jeopardy theme music. Gully, are you there? Paige and Gully. Okay. His mic is muted, I see.
Right here with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Hakeem Olajuwon DPOY over Dennis Rodman.
I said, would you put Dennis Rodman in?
Yeah, I definitely would. Dennis Rodman, Defensive Player of the Year, for sure. Because I mean, when you think about a defensive presence, particularly because Dennis Rodman's game, the way he decided to play, he was offensive. He was limited on the offensive end. So when you talk about Defensive Player of the Year, he was so disruptive because that's what he did on that side of the ball. Recognizing that Hakeem was not to be messed with on that side of the ball either. Hakeem was an all-around force. You put Dennis Rodman checking Hakeem, look what you got. You know what I'm saying? Look at those Rockets Bulls. Look at those Rockets Bulls matchups that unfortunately we didn't get to see in the finals, but we saw in the regular season. Look at Dennis Rodman and his ability to be disruptive on the defensive end.
Yeah,
undersized guy, even in that era, to be a rebounding king and a defensive stud. Yeah, DPOY, Dennis Rodman, that would make a lot of sense.
Mrs. Alva weighs in. She said, "Does Dennis get to marry the trophy though?"
Unbelievable.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that, Miss A. Yeah, you know what I mean? Who wants to see that though? I tell you. But when you say DPOY though, the first guy that comes to mind, believe it or not, with mad respect for Hakeem, the first guy that comes to mind for me is Dennis Rodman. If I'm thinking of who the DPOY trophy should be named after, Dennis Rodman, not Meta World Peace, not
hang on
Bradley.
A second. To Gully's point, and even to a lesser extent, the comment, is it Dennis's past?
Oh, I'm sure it's got all
that prevented him, because they won it the same amount of times. I thought both twice.
Well, I'm sure some of that the wedding dress and the routine and all that stuff. I'm sure that has something to do with it.
Let's ask TJ.
Oh, okay. Somebody else. You pop back. Oh, you must have plugged your phone in. Okay. Oh, I know where you at. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway,
in the
you
office.
think oh my gosh. Anyway, we still talking about player awards, trophies, awards being named after. I don't know. Make unravel that as you will. You think Dennis Rodman should have been deep? His name should have been on the DPOY and not
Who actually
Hakeem?
got it?
Hakeem.
How many awards did each player get?
I don't know. Do you know Double J? But I'm just saying, if you're thinking, if just off the top of your head, without knowing the exact who got what and how many, off the top of your head, when I think of DPOY trophy being, named after, or a guy who, the first guy to come to mind to me is Rodman.
I don't know. He ain't the cleanest character. If
Look at that.
Okay,
See,
right?
he ain't the
Yeah.
cleanest character.
Okay. Well, okay. So you factor in that part in too, though.
Yeah, that's probably the main thing they was looking at.
What
And
about
hey,
Tony Allen?
I don't
man,
know if
are
he
you crazy?
over who they got.
Oklahoma
I'm
State,
just-
Tony Allen.
I'm talking about the Tony Allen that used to give Kobe fits.
Oh,
Am I talking about the same Tony Allen that played for the Celtics?
Yeah, but is he on the same stature as?
I can't.
Well,
believe
not
what I'm
offensively,
hearing.
obviously not. I'm just saying, defensive player of the year. He was one of the best on-ball defenders I ever saw. One of the best.
Couldn't you have made that
Well,
case for
remember
Kobe
when-
too?
For
Remember
who?
what Olajuwon did to Shaq, right?
I remember what Olajuwon did to David Robinson too. The year he won.
Yeah,
the
but that
regular
was a
season
young
MVP.
Shaq. That wasn't an old Shaq.
We're not going. Hey, listen. People don't say young LeBron. All right.
Well, not
Okay.
yet. Not yet.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying.
I noticed we get a lot of passes out, but my boy don't get none.
Now he get more than enough from you.
But
Anyway,
yeah, he do.
what? Okay, now for our last item on the menu, or the last portion of our Hoop Central item on the menu, paper champions. I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start taking rosters for maybe the NFL and the NBA. This one is the NBA today, and I'm gonna give you the list of names on the roster. I'm calling this paper champions. Okay. I'm going to compare one roster a year to another roster from another year, and you tell me who would win and why, but no bias, okay? And we're starting off this go round, or this, should I say portion? Never mind. We're starting this one off with the 07 Cavs against the 01 Sixers.
So it's Mike Brown's Cavs.
Yes. And I'll read the list of names
on. Who was the opponent?
Larry Brown's Sixers.
Yeah, the Sixers.
Oh.
You want me to read the names? Let me read the names to you.
You don't have to. Just read every name besides LeBron and Allen Iverson, and I'm gonna tell you who's gonna win the game.
Okay, that's fair. For the Cavs, Drew Gooden, Boobie Gibson, Larry Hughes, Z, Damon Jones, Dwayne Jones, your nephew Ira Newble, Sasha Pavlovich, Scott Pollard, Shannon Brown, Eric Snow, Andy Varejao, David Wesley, Danielle Marshall. And I want to point out, on that particular squad, there were 4 starters that averaged double figures, and one came close with 9.2 per game. All right. Then we got the 01 Sixers, Raja Bell, Rodney Buford, Speedy Claxton, Matt Geiger, Tyrone Hill, Jermaine Jones, George Lynch, Aaron McKee, Dikembe Mutombo, Kevin Ollie, Pepe Sanchez, Eric Snow again, Rashawn McLeod, and Todd McCullough.
All right, so what I heard right there was one Hall of Famer versus a very good center in Zadrunas. But that's all I heard. Everything else was, come on, bro.
What?
That's
so
all I heard.
Eric Snow guarding Eric Snow.
Eric Snow was actually younger and better defender. We had an old Eric Snow who averaged probably 6 points.
Okay, so you saying that that Cavs 07 Cavs wouldn't beat? You saying the 016ers would win?
No,
You saying the 07 Cavs would win?
I'm saying your help on for that, because I know who you would say. You're going to say Iverson. The answer.
No, I'm gonna say the Cavs would win that finals. I mean that
For
series.
real? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Cavs.
That's surprising. You
Don't
got
worry
any
about
type
that
of notification?
because I'm not one of the people. I'm not one of the people believe that them guys was bums like everybody else want to make them out to be. Anytime the discussion is had about who led who, he led some bums and all of that.
Okay, you said they averaged double digits. What was they double digits?
12, 14,
Right.
I think one was like 16, and somebody else had 9.2.
And that's good for you.
If my main guy averaging 25,
That's terrible, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you guys something right now.
Tell us.
This is why I want to see,
because that Sixers roster was worse offensively.
Yeah, that was just it. They were meant to be a defensive
Thank
team.
you. Yeah, exactly. They were worse offensively. Worse.
So AI and LeBron for a career, Iverson won 10 of the 18 games. So it was 10-8. Now,
Did he?
the points, LeBron outscored him 28 to 25.
But
Well,
remember, I want you to remember, LeBron came in the league, Iverson was in his prime already. And the Cavs
in his prime, he was getting old. Certainly
in 2003.
He had been in the league for, 8 years at that point by 2002?
So he was what, 29?
Oh, come on now. Almost 30 years old?
Yeah, I'm about to say, what's prime? What's your prime years? Give me.
Well, this is what's interesting now because it's been challenged ever since the high school thing. Because you typically that scale used to suggest 26 to 31, but with the high school players, it really moved the pendulum. It swung more to the 24s to the 29s.
You mean 24s to 29s being your prime?
Correct.
Okay.
So you guys are telling me LeBron came in the league his first 2, let's just say first 2 years, he was better than Iverson in his first 2 years.
I wouldn't say that.
Hang on.
I'm waiting for somebody. I'm waiting for the Brown folks to say that because they will say that.
I need Double J to tell me this.
Here's what I'm looking at because again, this is at a time, an era where the Pistons were very relevant, and I go back to I believe it was 06 or it may have been 07.
No, we're not. Hold on. We're talking about the first 2 years. Then we can get to that part.
Well, so when LeBron first came into the league and he had Boozer and Miles and Wagner, he did not. He was scoring quite a bit.
Yeah, he was
even on the level of Iverson. Yeah.
I have a hard time saying no, other than the fact that his teammates may have been the reason why it was a no. And not just because they weren't talented, it was because they were trying to do this like big brother type of pay your dues thing. Do you remember what Boozer said about LeBron?
Yeah, something off the wall. And that was right before he got shipped
You remember Boozer was out after his first year.
That's what I say. What you mean? Hurt?
Yeah, went to Chicago.
Yeah, after LeBron first
That's what
year.
I said. That's why he got shipped out.
For being a hater. He wasn't the only one. All them guys got up out of there.
Ricky Pierce. No, it was not Ricky Pierce. What was Ricky?
Miles,
what was his
Ricky
name?
Davis.
Ricky Davis. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Davis was nice at Iowa. He was real nice. Tell you the truth.
I like when y'all old heads say, well, he used to be nice at this place. But what about when he got to the league? Was he all that in a bag of chips?
Well, hey, DeJuan Wagner is a what could have been. True story.
He scored 100 in high school. Okay. But what about in the NBA?
He balled while he was there. He balled. He had that blood. He had some sort of blood disorder or something. Some kind of blood clot, something to that effect that took him out of here. What you mean?
I'm telling you, I had a lot of optimism for that Cavs roster.
In 03?
Yes.
I don't know why, because I did, but I'm a fan. I'm a Cleveland. I don't know basketball at that point.
I
Looking back, they come on, bro. They won how many games? 21 games.
I know. Believe me,
Yeah, I mean, but they won 66 games too and got bounced. I mean, what's your point? I'm just saying.
My point is, y'all said he won 10-8. Okay, granted, he was already in his prime. Y'all trying to say he was out of his prime, but he was still in his prime in 2003.
Okay, so at 29, he's still in his prime.
I'm guessing the age. I don't know if it was 29.
That's why I asked you I'm asking you, what is prime age? Give me a number.
For Iverson, we'll have to go look at the hit. Go to Wikipedia.
You okay? Don't even say Iverson then. I'm just saying. Just give me what's prime. What's the prime? You in your prime at what age? And you in the NBA?
Everybody primes is different though, Mr. Barbershop.
So he fell off hard after 2007.
Who, Iverson?
Yeah, he went from 26, shooting 46%
on the Nuggets.
Yep. That would have been his second year on the Nuggets.
100% true. He said, "What's up, fellas? What's happening?
What's going on?
It's all good."
And then by 2008,
mute your mic, TJ.
It was 18, and then 17, 13, 12.
So whoa. Read that back to me. Read that back to me.
So just for context, Iverson in 2004, 30.7, 05, 33, 06, 31.2 with Philly, and then 24.8 with Denver. 07, 26.4, 08, 18.7, and then
he fell off
13.
He fell off considerably, huh?
That was it.
Okay. So at the end of the day, you saying, TJ, what? That 07 Cavs roster don't beat the 01 Sixers?
I mean, if you take the two superstars off the teams, then the Sixers win. But we put the two superstars on.
Okay, but okay. So whoa. Okay, wait. Where are you getting your scoring from if you the 01 Sixers? Let me read the who you getting your scoring from? Roger Bell, Rodney Buford.
Let me ask you something. You
Speedy
think
Claxton?
You think those double digits? Some of them double digits players get that double digits without LeBron?
I think Z do.
So something I want to point out is
I think Drew Gooden can. I think Larry Hughes could.
Like 12 points, bro. Come on, bro. We're not doing that, man.
Hang on. I want to point out that was Mutombo's last year with Philly. In 2002, he was off the roster, and Samuel Dalembert.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's why I said the 01 Sixers. Where you getting your scoring from? I mean, again, Roger Bell,
man,
Rodney Buford,
Aaron McKee, and Eric Snow were the additional contributors.
And again, okay, and McKee averaged 9.2 per. Where you getting? Matter of fact, it might not even been that. Where you getting your scoring from if you Philly and you ain't got Iverson?
Man, both teams. Where you getting your scoring from? Z.
I just told you if you're gonna get some scoring from Larry Hughes.
07 LeBron eats Dikembe Mutombo alive at that age. I'm sorry. I don't see him staying in the game long enough. His size and speed at that point was a headache for both Wallaces.
Hello, you talking about handicap, man. They was offensively challenged.
Right. So you're talking about a team that already struggled to put points on the board. Then on top of that, on the defensive end, because of the nature of the superstar, he's going to actually make it that much worse. And who comes off the bench to replace Dikembe Mutombo?
Eddie Johnson.
Bruh, them teams are terrible.
I would say it would be 4-2 Cleveland.
Easy. Man, Z is going to eat Mutombo alive, man.
And he doesn't necessarily have to, but remember, Zeke could space the floor. He didn't do it all the time, but Mutombo at that age was sticking right under the basket, and that was
he
it.
was.
He was not. He was built for yesteryear, not anything that represented. Because that's why. What did Philly go and do in 02? They added also Keith Van Horn, who had previously done things with the Nets.
Okay, so then who you got at the 4? Matt Geiger. No, Rodney Buford was the 4.
Are you sure it wasn't well?
McKee, I don't think McKee would have been no power forward. Maybe a 2 guard, maybe a 2 or small. Or was it George Lynch? Man, I'm taking Drew Gooden over George Lynch, or was it Matt Geiger? Man, that 07 Cavs team, they beat that 01 Sixers team without, if you're talking about taking Iverson and Bron off. Easy.
Either way, huh? Yeah, both rosters was trash.
Okay.
So the starting lineup that they had the most was Theo Ratliff, Aaron McKee, George Lynch, Allen Iverson, and Tony Hill. Yep.
Theo Ratliff?
Yeah, they had 18 total starting lineups, but the one that they played the most games, which was 22, was that lineup.
Okay, say it again.
Theo Ratliff,
yeah,
McKee, Lynch, Iverson, Hill.
Theo Ratliff, McKee.
But then they must have made a trade, because then there were 18 games where it was Snow, Mutombo, Lynch, Iverson, Hill.
Okay. Okay, no, name the first one you named. Name that again.
Ratliff.
Ratliff got traded.
Okay.
Yeah, Theo Ratliff got traded. Yeah,
that must have been the package for Snow.
Oh yeah,
I know. Or Mutombo if he wasn't there.
They
had Nazir Muhammad at one point too.
Yeah, I know. Whoever the GM was for that squad, man, he
I mean, they had Tony Kukoc on that team.
Yeah, he was. Now that's a guy. He was 75 years old, so he don't count. You want to talk about a guy past his prime? Yeah. So what's your final say, TJ? You said that Sixers roster beat the 07 Cavs roster without the champions, without the superstars.
You gotta have at least 2 All-Stars to beat Bron in their prime.
Okay, that's what I said. The Cavs win that then. What you say, Double J?
I just don't see enough offense. Now, remember, Iverson did what he did in the finals with that particular year. So for that reason and that reason alone, I'm giving him 2 games, and that's me being nice.
You giving who 2 games? The Sixers?
The Sixers.
Okay.
Because at that there's going to be that game where he's unstoppable and puts up 40, or more. And just it's a close win, and I don't like the supporting cast at all. But
I don't either.
I just know what I saw with my own eyes out of both, and that particular year with LeBron was where he took a quantum leap forward, and it was undeniable.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell you that Cavs roster wins in a landslide. And then lastly, I appreciate it. I wish Gully could have got in on that one right quick. Here's a question. Like turnovers, are there different types of assists?
You could make the case that there's hockey assists in the game. Okay.
I'm just wondering because somebody told me no, an assist is an assist. I said there's a variation when it comes to assists.
Elaborate. Let's see if we're on the same page here.
Okay. Like turnovers, all right? You got forced and unforced, right? Guy comes down, dribble, kick it to a guy in the corner. Guy makes a shot. That's an assist, right?
Sure, of course.
Guy comes down, dribble through traffic, throw one behind his back. Is that the same as throwing and kicking to a guy in the corner?
Might have a little bit more flair.
Okay. I was just curious. I was just asking.
You got to, I'm with you. It's different types of assists. You got, the basic hockey assist, like he's saying, swing the ball. Then you got the missed the assignment. Somebody missed the assignment on defense assist. Then you got a creative assist, which is Magic is the best. Was the best at doing that.
Oh, you think
Create
so?
assists.
Some
You
people.
trying to be
What?
you being funny?
No, I ain't being funny. I had people tell me Jason Williams.
I was going to say white chocolate.
They said white chocolate. They said white chocolate was that guy.
I mean, it's an argument, but
A losing one for whoever taking white chocolate side.
what for the creative assist?
Yeah,
Like, I think
the
he's more talented. I think he was more creative, creative with the assist. I'm talking about creating assists, like
okay.
making
okay.
the,
That
the.
was pretty nice. Yeah, you did
it was
yourself.
just,
Okay.
my bad. Y'all probably didn't understand what I was saying for real. But,
Okay, creative versus creating. Okay,
Yeah,
Tiv versus
Now,
ting. Okay,
you're right.
ing.
Wow,
White
I like
chocolate
that. That
been-
was
He might have been the best at that being creative for sure, but it's still that's an argument to have too, because Magic had them sound Magic
Yeah.
had them sound effects though.
Yeah.
But creating assists, I think Magic did a phenomenal job from what I seen. I wasn't there live, but the highlights show a lot of stuff.
It's all good. I just wanted to get y'all's thoughts on that.
He's right. They withstand still to this day, right? They withstand the test of time, and that is speaks for itself.
Are you talking about Magics?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just wanted to know.
Now, what about Larry? Is Larry being left off this? Should Larry be getting a little love on this as well?
No, Larry you talking about Larry Bird, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Larry Bird had his moments, but with Magic and Jay and White Chocolate, man, it was a regular occurrence.
I don't disagree, but I was using TJ's difference of criteria, being able to separate the two.
Again,
don't forget about Steve Nash, J Kidd, LeBron, and Luka. I think Luka is the next.
I just watched Luka here in this Cavs game throw it into the first row, so I don't.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Now, let's be honest, because what I'm seeing from that team is Luka is the team, and is they doing him how LeBron got done his first few years. Just put some shooters around him, but not necessarily superstars. So they're not really gonna win nothing. I don't think. I think they could even make a final because Luka got the talent to beat some great teams. It's just I don't think they'll win the finals. Not if he going against a Giannis.
Yeah, because you saw what they did. You saw what the Bucks did to the Warriors the other day.
Yeah, like certain teams gonna chew them up because they just got a bunch of role players. Now,
yeah, it was tragic.
They do shoot the ball very well, but I don't think they got enough defense at the other
Mrs.
team,
Alva, Miss Alva weighing in again. She said, "Fun fact: according to my mother, I am related to Larry Bird." Oh, shout out for that. Can you call him and ask him? Can we get some tickets? Okay, I want to see this Celtics team, Jason Tatum and them. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that debacle that took place yesterday. You know what I mean? The Lakers was up 44 by 4,400 points.
Hey, listen, don't bring
with 4 minutes left in the game.
Because y'all already biased, bro. I don't.
Ain't nobody buying.
Listen, y'all wake me up with the BS. Y'all wake me up with the BS, then your boy don't come on the podcast to stand here with the chat.
That's what he don't need to. I'm the representative.
No, you can't. You like custom model, and he Mike Tyson. You can't get in that ring for him now.
Oh, okay.
You can't get in the ring for him.
Okay.
You
talking about bias? You talking about bias? Buy us where? What's by us? Who's by us? The grocery store? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
You can't get in the ring with the champ. You want to beat the champ, you got to beat the champ. Don't get in here and do this. This is what he do every morning.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Let me wake TJ up with this. I know this is gonna.
I'm just saying.
That was
disrespectful last night.
When I put the facts in the text and end it, it's over with. Y'all be
what
be
facts?
Off.
What you mean? Your facts be going off the tracks.
Yo, listen. This
is
what y'all
stay
do.
on the tracks, man.
Double J. This is what they do. They go find.
This is
what you did today. You go find an Ohio State dude who ain't did nothing worth. I don't even want to mention his name because he's a bum in the NBA.
I don't even know what you're talking about. What Ohio State dude did I mention?
Y'all posted the picture. It might have been Double J who posted that picture, but y'all stood by it. Y'all liked it. I know y'all did. Y'all probably high five through through
Oh,
the chat
yeah.
and everything.
First of all, I don't even know. I didn't even see the picture, so I don't know what you're talking about. But go ahead.
That man still mad because he tried to dunk on LeBron in that playoff series, and Brian blocked it and said, "You tried it, you tried it, buddy." That's exactly what he said. He's still mad, talking about he should get a bubble award. No, he playing right now. Ain't no player getting no award while they playing. That's easy.
So
Okay.
here's what it was. If we ever have a bubble championship again, then that specific trophy should be named after him. That was Evan Turner on what LeBron's trophy should be in 2035.
Oh, wow.
Now, Bro Rich said, as said on this program, when players are free to speak the truth about this faker, then it will all be said. Most overrated of all time. Even
how?
Bonds.
This give me how when ain't no other player in his era went to 8 straight championships, right? He went to 8 straight finals.
Okay.
Give me a player who did that. Not no old player. I'm talking about a current player who freely want to speak and stuff. How is that overrated? The man lives in the finals.
Mm.
In his prime, he lived in the finals. How is that overrated?
And didn't get a key. He didn't get the key to the city.
They named a whole state after him. LeBron.
Oh boy! Wow! Really? Wow! Really?
Did they not? Am I lying?
Oh my gosh! Okay, they named the whole state.
The opposing. Listen, this is the type of stuff that Michael Jordan got. The opposing superstar said, "If we had LeBron, we would have won too."
Okay, I didn't hear that.
DeMar DeRozan said that out his mouth right after that series was over.
Yeah, okay, but they went and got Kawhi.
Man, that was years later.
Okay, whatever it is, they went and got Kawhi.
Okay, but he said if they had LeBron, we would have won too. Now,
that got DeMar sent out of town.
Yeah, it got DeMar sent out of town, and Kawhi went on over. Kawhi went on up north, and he got what he needed to get. So you can say that about Kawhi too. If they'd have got Kawhi, they would have won a chip.
Hey, if LeBron was still in the East, Kawhi wouldn't have won nothing. But
please. Oh man, please.
Just like how y'all say, oh, if LeBron was in the West, he would never win a championship.
First of all, I never said anything like that.
You know, you heard it before. I know you know.
I heard it. Yeah, I heard it in the bubble too. I heard it in the bubble.
Yeah, they always gotta say, oh, the bubble this, the bubble that. But it's no distraction in the bubble. It's just all basketball. So all y'all talkers. It's no crowd or nothing. It's straight basketball.
All right. Well, I mean, again, you know what I'm saying? And what did they do since then? They missed the playoffs. And don't let them miss the playoffs again this year.
Man, bro, your boy missed the playoffs when he was 38 too, man.
Who?
Mike.
I keep trying to tell you, man, Mike, listen, I respect Mike's game. But I'm not the Mike fan that you try to make me out to be.
No.
I'm a fan of his game.
No.
I'm the underdog guy. I like the Kevin Johnsons.
Now, Double J, you heard
Kevin Johnson
and the Mark Prices. That was my guy. Listen, that was my.
He just told us. He just said, "I'm speaking for Miss Double. Not Double.
Yeah.
You said you're speaking for Bro Rich.
I'm speaking for Bro Rich on what he just said.
Oh no. Now you want to have selective, and I'm doing.
Well, you told me. You told me I'm Customato, so I had to get out the ring.
I'm gonna cuss you out.
Now
you want to cuss you out.
Okay, yeah. All right, yeah. Okay, yeah. I ain't worried about that. I'm Customato, right? I told me to get out the ring. Now you want to put me back in? Man, make up my mind, man.
Hey. Sometimes you gotta throw the towel.
The first letter in the alphabet.
Get in the ring, throw the towel in.
Okay, yeah. I don't need to get in the ring to do that. And I don't have a towel to throw in. We don't do that. You see what I'm saying?
You'll let your fighter get killed in the ring, huh?
No, because my fighter is Mike Tyson. Your fighter is Deontay Wilder.
With all of that, he ain't thrown in the towel.
With all that,
you're gonna let him get Apollo Creeded out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't worry about it. My fighter gonna win, baby. I'm Marco Antonio Barrera.
Did you see that?
And you Prince Nassim.
He's over here doing that, living in America.
Yeah. I'm. You Prince Nassim.
Come on the show and avenge your honor.
Oh, please. Oh, now we doing Naruto. That's what we doing now. We Naruto. Man, please.
Bring your son on the show, man.
What?
Bring the Junior back on the show, man. Take your
Okay.
spot.
Yeah, okay, got you. Yeah, you bring Junior back on the show, take your spot. Y'all got the same hair. Yeah. and on that note, I leave you without a quote. It's been fun, but we got to run. Don't forget to check us out every Wednesday now at 9 on the PM side, right here on the yard, baby. Or y'all can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the shop's fan page, and of course, YouTube. And make sure when you go to YouTube, please, and subscribe, hit that button, the little bell, ping-a-ling-a-ling. We'd be much obliged. And if that don't work, y'all can Google it. For my mans, Be Rich, Double J, D Gully, TJ, Double J. Did I say that twice today? Oh, boy. And all those who follow and support us, we say thank you. I'm Barbershop Jay, and you've been listening to the Shop Report. And remember, the next time y'all want to know what's really going on, man, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Holla.